The Senate will come to order. I ask everyone present to please rise and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the absence of clergy, let us bow our heads in a moment of silent reflection or prayer. Reading of the Journal.
In Senate, Monday, January 27, 2025, the Senate met pursuant to adjournment. The Journal of Friday, January 24, 2025, is read and approved. On motion, the Senate adjourned.
Without objection, the Journal stands approved as read. Presentation of petitions. Messages from the Assembly. The Secretary will read.
Senator Claire moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 1020, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 736, third reading calendar 11. Senator Bailey moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 519, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 749, third reading calendar 24. Senator Scarcella Spanton moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 693, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 770, third reading calendar 44. Senator Fernandez moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 843, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 777, third reading calendar 51. Senator Skoufis moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 428, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 778, third reading calendar 52. Senator Gounardes moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 434, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 797, third reading calendar 71. Senator S. Ryan moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill Number 432, and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 798, third reading calendar 72.
So ordered. Messages from the Governor. Reports of standing committees, reports to select committees, communications and reports from state offices, motions and resolutions. Senator Gianaris.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Let's begin by taking up previously adopted Resolution 33 by Senator Tedesco. Read that resolution's title only and recognize Senator Tedesco.
Secretary will read.
Resolution 33 by Senator Tedesco, congratulating the Schuylerville High School varsity football team and head coach John Bowen upon the occasion of capturing the 2024 New York State Public High School Athletic Association Class C Football Championship on December 7, 2024.
Senator Tedesco on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a night and a day for outstanding student athletes and football teams. I'm pleased to welcome the New York State Class C football champions to the chamber today. They are the Black Horses of Schuylerville High School, right up there in the balcony. The Schuylerville Black Horses defeated Salamanca High School in a hard-fought 26-20 victory to win their first state football champion in program history on Friday, December 7th, 2024, at the JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse, New York. The team garnered an undefeated record, 5-0 in Class C East Division, and finished with an outstanding overall record of 13-1. Tremendous. This team is also a shining example of perseverance. Maybe we should bottle this up and bring it over to the west of New York State. We could help a team over there, but they overcame significant challenges throughout the championship game, including a 20-7 deficit in the third quarter and the loss of their kicker due to injury. Although this is their first state title, the Black Horses appeared in the state championship game in 2015, 2019, and 2021. They've been knocking on the door in recent years, and this past season, they smashed that door down. I'm proud to introduce the team members of the Schuylerville football team from up in the balcony. More than 30 players are here. It is said that the success of any team starts with leadership, and these coaches work tirelessly to make this group collectively greater than the sum of its parts. Please welcome with their team today outstanding head coach and athletic director John Bowen, who is with us, assistant coaches Patrick Toomey, Wally Dow, Alex Zuis, Morgan Cornell, and also with us, outstanding administrators. Please welcome Schuylerville School Superintendent Dr. Ryan Sherman and Schuylerville High School Principal Dr. James Duchesne. Madam President, excuse me, you moved on me here. Please extend a warm welcome to these outstanding student athletes and coaches and give them all the cordialities from this august chamber and body. We're proud of you. Congratulations.
To our guests, I welcome you on behalf of the Senate. We extend to you the privileges and courtesies of this House. Please rise and be recognized. The resolution was adopted on January 14th. Senator Gineris.
Next up is previously adopted Resolution 25 by Senator Myrie. Please read that resolution's title and recognize Senator Myrie.
Secretary will read.
Resolution 25 by Senator Myrie, congratulating the Brooklyn Technical High School football team upon the occasion of capturing the 2024-25 New York City Public School Athletic League 3A Championship on November 29, 2024.
Senator Myrie on the resolution.
Thank you, Madam President, and I take great honor in bringing this resolution to the floor because we have with us a high school that is a national treasure, a national institution, a high school that I had the honor of attending, that has graduated titans of industry, whether that is in science, whether it's in the arts, entertainment, health, public service, politics, and yes, in sports as well. The Brooklyn Tech Engineers, PSAL football champions for the first time in decades. So we had to make sure that we brought them up to Albany to recognize this accomplishment. And I also want to take this point of privilege to say how much this school changed my life. I would not be standing in this chamber today if not for Brooklyn Tech and the opportunity that it has provided for kids that look like me or for kids all over New York City. A world-class education in our public schools. I am so proud to be an alum of this institution. We are so proud of all of your accomplishments. I know that there are parents that have joined us today, family that has joined us today, and I want to briefly read the team's name into the record so that we can officially recognize the greatness. We're joined today by Krishni Agust, Nathan Chen, Micus Dewar, Jordan Hargrove, Lionel Hetnerine, Jack Hillman, Ranveer Hathi, Avish Jain, Trent Johnson, Ezra Josie, Ali Jumabiev, Nicholas Kravitz, Damula Awulabi, Sam Rodman, Nathaniel Schulman, Milo Schwartz, Jasper Smith, Tristan Suarez, Jigsaw Sharing, Jesse Wang Carell, James White IV, Bora Yilmaz, Mayton Abair, Aiden Cheng, Ford Deng, Joaquin Garcia Clausen, Elijah Hendrick, Michael Jung, Samuel Lewin, Asaki Lowe, Dylan Madden, Rupam Muhin, Papa Ndai, Daniel Nizri, Hassan Osman, Tahir Osman, Lorenzo Riley Bueso, David Terrace, Elijah Wheeler, Matthew Wong, Wilson Yip, Ty Albano, Tio Boston Freed, Noah Brent, Vincent Cumbo, Kavi Gandhi, Wyatt Mulvana, Kieran Sankbil, Cole Scanlon, and of course, the head coach, Brian Pugh, and assistant coaches, Kyle Council, Hal Safran, Dean Emma, Sam Aduwambi, and Keenan Span. We congratulate you, we are grateful for you, and we are very proud of you. Congratulations.
Senator Bailey on the resolution.
Thank you, Madam President. I thank Senator Myrie for bringing this incredible school to the chamber, and I do so, which maybe is a surprise to you, on behalf of the Bronx High School Science Caucus. And those who are laughing know that there's a historical rivalry between the original three specialized schools, quote unquote specialized. We're all special, but Brooklyn Tech, Bronx Science, and we don't even need to mention the other one, right? Stuyvesant High School for the record. Also an excellent academic institution. But one of the things, Madam President, that happens sometimes when you attend these institutions is that while they overestimate you in some ways, they underestimate you in other ways. And this kind of smashes the myth that just because you are doing well in school and that you have Nobel, Intel, Westinghouse, or whatever they call it now, Regeneron scholarships now, that you can't play sports. And I think that it's incredibly important for you to realize that this is just the first of many barriers you will break in your life. People will think certain things about you based upon who you are, where you're from, what you look like, X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C. But this is the beginning of a pathway towards breaking those barriers. 60 years was quite a long time ago in terms of athletic performances. But I just want to congratulate you. And on behalf of Bronx Science, who does not have a football team, I want to say that this one is for us too, because I don't claim Stuyvesant ever. I just don't. But in all seriousness, I just want this to realize whatever position is that you played on the team that brought you to this path to victory, realize that you play these positions in life. And you all play different positions in life. And certain times in life, you'll all be quarterbacks. You'll all be field generals. Other times in life, you'll be offensive linemen. You'll be protecting those who are around you. So realize that football, while it is the ultimate team game, you are the ultimate players, and you will continue to succeed and continue to be great. And if you ever want to have fun, if you want to Google basketball nerds in Bronx Science, you'll see my name in it in 2000 because we were good in high school in basketball. We beat y'all in basketball, but this is about you today. But in all seriousness, winning a championship coach and the assistant coaches is not anything easy. It takes dedication, hard work, and I thank you for preparing these young men as student athletes, specifically students first and athletes after that, and making sure that their path is as bright as the night sky. Congratulations to Brooklyn Tech. Hopefully you can do it back to back. I will be rooting for you. Onward and upward, Excelsior. Congratulations. Thank you, Madam President.
Senator Savitsky on the resolution.
Thank you, and thank you, Senator Myrie, for not only your personal experience, but this is what we love to hear, I must tell you. As a very loyal member of the Bronx Science Caucus, I taught at Brooklyn Tech many years ago, so I too want to congratulate the basketball team. When I went to science, we did not have any women's sports because we didn't have Title IX. So I look forward to women's sports being emphasized as well. But this is great, and we love to see this kind of display of diversity. Listening to those names being read, that is New York City and, in fact, New York State, and that's why we are so proud of you. Thank you for coming.
Senator Gennard on the resolution.
Thank you, Madam President. This is a little tough for me, I'm going to be honest. I'm proud to represent Brooklyn Tech in my district, in the 26th Senate District. I love Brooklyn Tech, but I went to Fort Hamilton High School. I'm a Tiger through and through, guys. So this one is really, really tough on me personally. 37-36, a nail-biter of a game, back and forth. That's the beauty of sports, is that you can compete on the field and give it your all, and there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser, but at the end of the day, everyone's a champion in their own way. So I'm actually really proud of you all. I'm proud of Brooklyn Tech. I'm proud of the work you did to get to this point, to be named city champions. That's a title that no one can take away from you. And I know that this is only the beginning of great things to come. And I'll echo Senator Bailey, who wishes you, a two-peat, but not if you're going to play against Fort Hamilton next year in the finals, okay? No, seriously, it's great that we have you guys up here. This is where so many decisions about your future, believe it or not, are made. And you might not even realize it yet, but the fact that you can come up to the state capitol, be in this room where we get to discuss important things that have an impact on you and your future lives is incredibly special. We welcome you to our Senate chamber. We welcome you to Albany. And we all can't wait to see the incredible things you're going to do today, tomorrow, and the rest of your life. So congratulations, you engineers. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Chan on the resolution.
Thank you, Madam President. So I'm Senator Chan. I also went to Fort Hamilton High School 40 years ago. But welcome to Albany. I'm very, very proud of you. My daughter does not go to Brooklyn Tech. The other Tech, Staten Island Tech, and you guys are rivals over there, right? Okay, so thank you. I'm very, very proud of you. I represent South Brooklyn, just next to Senator Granardis over there. Where's Senator Bailey? He left. I just wanted to make... So we have a rivalry going on. I'm very proud of you. You are definitely the foremost representation of Brooklyn. Welcome to Albany. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Senator Chan. Senator Clear on the resolution.
Thank you. I want to thank Senator Myrie for bringing forth this resolution today. I, too, am a Tech alum, and I'm so proud of the engineers, really proud of you, and for Brooklyn Tech to be citywide champions in football. I just wish you all the best. Thank you to your coaches and instructors and your parents for supporting you, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Clear. To our city championship guests, I welcome you on behalf of the Senate and Bronx Science. We extend to you all the privileges and courtesies of this House. Please rise and be recognized. The resolution was adopted on January 14th. Senator Gineris.
Mr. President, let's move on to previously adopted Resolution 247 by Senator Salazar. Read that resolution's title and recognize Senator Salazar.
Secretary will read.
Resolution 247 by Senator Salazar, memorializing Governor Kathy Hochul to proclaim January 2025 as Cervical Cancer Awareness Month in the state of New York.
Senator Salazar on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. This resolution recognizes Cervical Cancer Awareness Month in New York. It is the fourth most common cancer globally among women. It is also the fourth most frequent cause of cancer deaths among women worldwide. Nearly 14,000 women are diagnosed with cervical cancer each year in the United States. And it is worth noting that Hispanic women, Latinas, have the highest rate of cervical cancer, and Black women face the highest risk of death from cervical cancer of any demographic group. It is essential to raise awareness about this because cervical cancer is treatable and preventable through routine screening as well as vaccination for the human papillomavirus known as HPV. The American Cancer Society recommends that women begin getting screened for cervical cancer at the age of 25, but HPV vaccination is routinely recommended at age 11 or 12 and can be offered to patients at the age of 9 or older to avoid this very common virus, which is a known cause of cervical cancers. The rate of cervical cancer is greatly reduced among women who get regular screenings, and HPV vaccination has been linked to a substantial reduction in cervical cancer deaths. Increasing education among patients and healthcare providers alike regarding HPV and other risk factors for cervical cancer is crucial for prevention and treatment of this disease. Today, we recognize the survivors of cervical cancer as well as those we have lost to this preventable disease with the hope of saving lives by continuing to inform the public about cervical cancer. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Salazar. The resolution was previously adopted on January 22nd. Senator Gineris.
Mr. President, today's resolutions are open for co-sponsorship.
Should you choose not to be a co-sponsor of the resolutions, please notify the desk. Senator Gineris.
At this time, I move to adopt the resolution calendar.
All those in favor of adopting the resolution calendar, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The resolution calendar is adopted. Senator Gineris.
Let's take up the calendar, please.
Secretary will read.
Calendar number 22, Senate Print 747 by Senator Scarcella Stanton, an act to amend the education law.
Read the last section.
Oh, excuse me, actually, I'm sorry. Calendar number 11, pardon me. Assembly number 1020 by Assemblymember Taylor, an act to amend the executive law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 22, Senate Print 747 by Senator Scarcella Spanton, an act to amend the education law.
Read the last section.
Section 5, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 24, Assembly number 519 by Assemblymember Zaccaro, an act to amend the executive law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 25, Senate Print 750 by Senator Felder, an act to amend the social services law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 25, voted in the negative, Senator Walzett. Ayes 60, nays 1.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 28, Senate Print 753 by Senator Rivera, an act to amend the general business law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 28, those senators voted in the negative are Senators Ashby, Borrello, Canzone Fitzpatrick, Griffo, Ort, Steck, and Weber. Ayes 54, nays 7.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 40, Senate Print 766 by Senator Parker, an act to amend the social services law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 44, Assembly number 693 by Assemblymember Stern, an act to amend the executive law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 51, Assembly number 843 by Assemblymember Borres, an act to amend the general business law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 52, Assembly number 428 by Assemblymember Vanel, an act to amend the general business law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as a chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 55, Senate Print 781 by Senator Palumbo, an act to amend the real property tax law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 55, voted in the negative, Senator Skoufis. Ayes 60, nays 1.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 71, Assembly number 434 by Assemblymember Rosenthal, an act to amend the general business law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 72, Assembly number 432 by Assemblymember Werner, an act to amend the economic development law.
Read the last section.
Section 4, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 78, Senate Print 804 by Senator Comrie, an act to amend the general business law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 84, Senate Print 810 by Senator Myrie, an act to amend the election law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the same date and in the same manner as the chapter of the law 2024.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 85, Senate Print 811 by Senator Gianaris, an act to amend the executive law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, Ort, Sorcuttens, White.
Senator Gianaris to explain his vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. On a day when fear is striking so many immigrant communities throughout our state, and particularly communities of color, it is important that we are sending a message that New York State continues to appreciate and stand with those communities. This bill will finally recognize Middle Eastern and North African communities in New York for who they are. Up until the time when this bill will take effect, those communities are classified as white in New York, and I don't think many people would argue that they are in fact white. Least of all, the members of these communities themselves do not consider themselves as such. Now, for the first time, New York State data will properly reflect the option for Middle Eastern and North African New Yorkers to be identified as such. It will give us better data about these communities, help us to better serve them, and follows in the example of what we had previously done for Asian communities to great success. So I'm proud to vote for this and thank my colleagues who are supportive of it.
Senator Gianaris to be recorded in the affirmative. Announce the results.
Ayes 61.
The bill is passed. Senator Gianaris, that completes the reading of today's calendar.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Majority Leader Stewart Cousins, in consultation with Senator Ort, I hand up the following committee and conference assignments of the Minority Conference and ask that it be filed in the Journal.
The handout is received and shall be filed in the Journal. Senator Gianaris.
Is there any further business at the desk?
There is no further business at the desk.
I move to adjourn until Monday, February 3rd at 3 p.m., intervening days being legislative days.
On motion, the Senate stands adjourned until Monday, February 3rd at 3 p.m., with intervening days being legislative.